Doctors are shocked. This vegetable raises blood sugar level overnight. What if the very vegetables sitting in your kitchen right now, the ones you've trusted for years, are quietly raising your blood sugar overnight? For many people over 50, this comes as a shock. You try to eat healthy, avoid sweets, and follow all the advice, yet your sugar levels still rise without warning. The truth is, not all vegetables are as safe as they seem. Some can act like hidden sugar bombs inside your body, especially as metabolism slows with age. And what makes it even more dangerous is that most people have no idea it's happening until it's too late. Before we reveal these surprising vegetables, take a moment to protect your health. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments. Small actions like these help you stay informed, avoid hidden dangers, and take better control of your health every single day. Potatoes can raise blood sugar levels quickly in people over 50 because they have a high glycemic index, meaning they are digested rapidly and release glucose into the bloodstream in a short time. This fast rise can be especially challenging for aging bodies, where insulin sensitivity is often reduced. As a result, the body may struggle to manage these sudden spikes effectively, leading to higher than expected blood sugar levels even when portions seem moderate. Many doctors warn that the way potatoes are commonly prepared makes the effect even stronger. Boiled, mashed, or fried potatoes break down easily during digestion, turning into glucose at a faster rate than many other vegetables. This rapid conversion can cause a sharp increase in blood sugar shortly after eating, followed by a sudden drop that may leave a person feeling tired or hungry again. Research has shown that regular consumption of high glycemic foods like potatoes may contribute to poor blood sugar control over time, particularly in older adults. As metabolism naturally slows with age, the body becomes less efficient at processing carbohydrates. This means that foods once considered harmless can begin to have a more noticeable impact on overall health, especially when eaten frequently or in larger portions. Some doctors also point out that potatoes lack the fiber needed to slow down sugar absorption when compared to other vegetables. Without enough fiber, glucose enters the bloodstream more quickly, increasing the risk of spikes. This effect can be even more pronounced in the evening, when the body's ability to regulate blood sugar is already lower, potentially leading to elevated levels overnight. Another concern is that potatoes are often paired with other high-carbohydrate foods, which can further increase the total glycemic load of a meal. In older adults, this combination can make blood sugar levels harder to manage and may place extra stress on the body's natural regulatory systems. For these reasons, many healthcare professionals advise people over 50 to be cautious with potato consumption. While they may appear simple and comforting, their impact on blood sugar can be stronger than expected. Paying attention to how the body responds after eating potatoes can help reveal their true effect, especially when aiming to maintain stable and healthy glucose levels over time. Corn can raise blood sugar levels more than many people expect because it is naturally high in starch, which the body quickly converts into glucose during digestion. Although it is often grouped with vegetables, corn behaves more like a grain in the body, delivering a higher carbohydrate load that can be difficult for people over 50 to process efficiently, as insulin sensitivity tends to decline with age. This can result in noticeable spikes in blood sugar after meals that include corn. Some doctors warn that the problem becomes more significant when corn is eaten frequently or in larger portions. Even a single serving can contain a substantial amount of carbohydrates, and when combined with other foods, the total impact on blood sugar may be higher than anticipated. For older adults who are already monitoring their glucose levels, this can make control more challenging over time. Research has also highlighted that processed corn products can have an even stronger effect. Foods such as corn flakes, puffed corn snacks, and sweet corn products are often refined, which removes fiber and allows sugar to enter the bloodstream more rapidly. Without enough fiber to slow digestion, glucose levels can rise quickly, creating a sharp spike followed by a drop that may affect energy and appetite. Another concern is the natural sweetness of corn, which can make it easy to consume in excess without realizing the impact. Many people consider it a healthy addition to meals, but its carbohydrate density means that even small amounts can add up. For seniors, whose metabolism is slower and less adaptable, this can lead to repeated blood sugar fluctuations throughout the day. Some healthcare professionals also point out that the body's ability to regulate glucose becomes less efficient with age. making foods like corn more problematic than they might have been earlier in life. What once seemed like a harmless side dish can begin to influence overall blood sugar patterns in subtle but important ways. For these reasons, many experts suggest limiting corn intake, especially in processed forms. Being aware of how it affects the body can help older adults make more informed choices and maintain steadier blood sugar levels. Parsnips can raise blood sugar levels quickly because they are naturally sweet and high in starch, which the body converts into glucose during digestion. Although they are often seen as a healthy root vegetable, their carbohydrate content is significant, and this can create challenges for people over 50 who are trying to maintain stable blood sugar levels. As the body ages, insulin response tends to weaken, making it harder to manage these sudden increases in glucose. Some doctors warn that the natural sugars in parsnips can be misleading. Unlike refined sugar, these sugars come from a whole food, but they can still cause a noticeable spike once digested. This is especially important for older adults, as even small changes in blood sugar can have a stronger impact than they did earlier in life. The body's slower metabolism means that glucose remains in the bloodstream longer, increasing the risk of elevated levels. Research has shown that root vegetables with higher starch content, including parsnips, can contribute to rapid increases in blood sugar when consumed in moderate to large portions. This effect is more pronounced when the vegetable is cooked, as heat breaks down its structure and makes the carbohydrates easier to absorb. As a result, blood sugar may rise more quickly after eating cooked parsnips compared to many non-starchy vegetables. Another concern is that parsnips are often enjoyed for their sweet taste, which can encourage larger servings without realizing the impact. For seniors, portion awareness becomes more important because the body cannot regulate sugar as efficiently. This can lead to repeated spikes throughout the day, especially if parsnips are included regularly in meals. Some healthcare professionals also note that frequent blood sugar spikes may place additional strain on the body over time. For older adults, maintaining steady glucose levels is important for overall health, and foods that cause sharp increases can make this balance harder to achieve. Parsnips, despite their nutritional value, can fall into this category due to their carbohydrate profile. For these reasons, many experts recommend avoiding or limiting parsnips, particularly for those who are already managing blood sugar concerns. Understanding how their natural sweetness affects the body can help prevent unexpected changes in glucose levels and support better long-term health. Butternut squash can raise blood sugar levels when eaten in larger portions because it contains a notable amount of carbohydrates that are broken down into glucose during digestion. While it is often praised for its vitamins and nutrients, its natural carbohydrate content means it does not behave like low-starch vegetables in the body. For people over 50, this difference becomes more important, as the body's ability to manage blood sugar tends to decline with age. Some doctors warn that portion size plays a key role in how butternut squash affects the body. A small serving may have a mild impact, but larger portions can lead to a steady rise in blood sugar that may not be immediately noticeable. Over time, these gradual increases can add up, making it harder to maintain stable glucose levels, especially in older adults who are already experiencing reduced insulin sensitivity. Research suggests that vegetables with moderate glycemic impact, such as butternut squash, can still contribute to blood sugar fluctuations if consumed without awareness. Cooking methods can also influence how quickly the carbohydrates are absorbed. When butternut squash is cooked until soft, it becomes easier for the body to digest, allowing glucose to enter the bloodstream more rapidly. This can increase the likelihood of a spike, particularly when eaten in the evening. Another concern is that butternut squash is naturally sweet and comforting, which can lead to larger servings without realizing the effect. For seniors, even moderate excess can have a stronger impact than expected. The body may take longer to bring blood sugar levels back to normal, especially during nighttime hours when metabolism slows further, increasing the risk of elevated glucose overnight. Some healthcare professionals also point out that repeated small spikes in blood sugar can still affect overall health over time. Even if the increase is not extreme, consistent exposure to higher glucose levels can place strain on the body's regulatory systems. This is why awareness and moderation become essential when including foods like butternut squash in the diet. For these reasons, many experts recommend limiting butternut squash rather than completely avoiding it. Paying attention to portion size and how the body responds after eating can help reduce the risk of unexpected blood sugar changes and support more stable levels over time. Peas can raise blood sugar levels more than many people expect because they contain a higher amount of carbohydrates compared to most non-starchy vegetables. Although they are widely viewed as a healthy choice, their natural starch content means they are digested into glucose, which then enters the bloodstream. For people over 50, this process can be slower and less efficient, leading to noticeable increases in blood sugar after meals. Some doctors warn that the impact of peas becomes more significant when portion sizes are not carefully controlled. A small serving may seem harmless, but larger quantities can deliver enough carbohydrates to influence blood sugar levels in a meaningful way. This is particularly important for older adults, as the body's ability to regulate glucose declines with age, making it easier for spikes to occur and harder for levels to return to normal. Research suggests that foods with moderate carbohydrate density, like peas, can still contribute to fluctuations in blood sugar when eaten regularly or in combination with other carbohydrate-rich foods. When peas are included alongside grains, bread, or other starchy items, the total carbohydrate load increases, which can place added pressure on the body's insulin response. This combined effect may lead to higher and more prolonged elevations in blood sugar. Another concern is that peas are often eaten as part of everyday meals without much attention to their carbohydrate content. Their mild taste and soft texture make them easy to consume in larger portions, especially in soups, rice dishes, or mixed vegetables. For seniors, this can result in unintentional overconsumption, which may cause gradual but repeated increases in blood sugar levels throughout the day. Some healthcare professionals also point out that slower digestion in older adults can affect how carbohydrates are processed. When digestion is delayed, glucose may enter the bloodstream over a longer period, leading to sustained elevations rather than quick spikes. This pattern can still be harmful over time, as consistently higher blood sugar levels may strain the body's natural regulatory systems. For these reasons, many experts recommend limiting peas rather than avoiding them completely. Being mindful of portion size and frequency can help reduce the risk of unexpected blood sugar changes while still allowing them to be enjoyed in moderation as part of a balanced diet. Thank you for spending these few minutes here. Growing older does not mean giving up strength or comfort. With the right foods and small daily choices, the body can continue to support you well. This channel is here to share simple, research-based guidance that helps people over 50 stay steady, active, and confident. Take care of yourself, listen to your body, and join us again for the next video.